Hey everybody, it's Ice, and sorry for the bad audio in advance, but this was taken from my stream, and I felt like I summed it up pretty decently well. So here is my rundown on Star Wars Squadrons and what exactly to do with like power management and stuff.
Yeah, no, this game's really cool because, like, hang on. There are kind of these settings on the D-pad that you can change, okay? So, like, those little bars that you see on the bottom left are power sources that I have, right? So I have engines, which is this, which allows me to gain boost if I prioritize that. Then there are weapons, which will give me boost as well if I prioritize that. And then there are shields, which you see that little thin green area below the white. That is the original shield strength. And then if you max out your shield power, then it regens into like a white layer. That means it basically doubles the amount of shield health that you had before. Now, what I believe happens with the lasers, I'm not 100% sure, but I think your rate of fire is increased as well as the damage. So you can see it go down, and then I'm still not out of power. I have my next layer I can go through. And then eventually I run out and starts shooting like that. And goes back and forth. And then you can either recharge it this way, recharge it with all of them into neutral, which is slower, or the slowest way is if you have a power in another compartment, which is like really, really slow time. So yeah. And then boost is obviously like a speed boost, you know. But there are also little cool things that you can do with a boost, which you've seen me do a couple times, which was boost and then drift. So essentially I keep my momentum in that direction, I cut off my engines, and then turn super sharply, and then start heading in a direction that I want to go. And so the way that these different things work is, or at least another thing with engine, is that while you have that selected, you move a whole lot faster in this kind of direction. But if I select it to something else, you can already tell that I'm moving a whole lot slower, or at least turning a whole lot slower than what I did. If I put it back, you'll be able to see I speed up. And if I put it back down to shields, I'll slow down. So essentially whenever you're fighting somebody, if you're getting caught by like 2 or 3 different fighters, then don't even finish like a fighter off. Even if they're like at 1 HP, literally what you want to do is just put it to engines and just try to get your boost and just keep maneuvering around natural cover, just evading their missiles and dodging their primary fire. And then whenever you get behind cover real quick, put it to your shields, regen a little bit. You can actually boost while you don't... Crap, I'm going to hit that. You can boost while you don't have it to your engines, because it actually stays, as you can see. Just like how the shield stays whenever I switch it to weapons, the boost will stay if I change it to shields. So like if I get behind cover real quick, I can regen a little bit of boost. I'm going to hit that. And then put it on shields. And then I can still boost while I have it on shields. And then I can get out. And then come to my team and then go into the resupply zone. So there are... Yeah, I'm already full, so it's like whatever. There's a big learning curve as far as managing your powers and knowing what your plan is and making sure that your shields are up and stuff like that. But yeah, let me see if I can do something real quick. If I can spawn in a squadron, I'll show you something. Yeah, let me kill a few first, so that way I'm not like wasting a lot of time. Go ahead and take down the supports actually, because they'll be annoying. What I want to do now is just charge up my weapons and speed on and just try to deal as much damage as I can to one person. That person's literally 10 HP. So I'm going to focus them again. And you see how my shields are not exactly even right now? Oh, hang on. Let me take a little bit of damage in the back. Alright. Do you see how that little area has white and the next one doesn't? If I just tap X, then it'll even out my shields. So essentially, if I am taking a bunch of damage in one direction and shields are gone, right? Then I tap X and then it'll even those out in that area. And then I can go run behind cover if like multiple fighters are on me. And then shield up again. As you can see, it's going up. Recharge weapons while I'm back here as well. Come back out, speed boost onto this dude. And then try to focus him like that. So every single time that I'm out of an engagement, I want to try to be focusing either weapons or shields, whichever ones I need at the time, and then if nothing, then I go for speed boosts. But while I'm in an engagement, I try to do engines, so that way I can be able to outmaneuver them. So again, I'm getting shot in the back. I'm getting behind cover. I was actually recharging my weapons that time because I noticed that they were low. Rebalance the shields, going behind cover while the shields are rebalanced. Still boosting because I had that benefit before. Now I'm going to engines because I don't really need anything right now. And actually I noticed that my weapons were low, so I'm recharging those right now. I'm still not taking an engagement because I want to make sure that my resources are managed well. Shield up a little bit. Now I go into engines, look for enemies with my little radar on the left. And then I want to focus this dude. So I'm going to use literally everything that I have on him. Get out, rebalance my shields since I noticed that they're kind of out of position. I can boost and also do my weapons at the same time, so that's what I'm going to do. Get behind cover, shield up, engines because there's nothing else to do, and go again. And now I'm going to go look for this dude because that's what my reticle was on. There's somebody to my right, but I don't even care. Actually, this is a support ship, so this is a really high priority target. And then there are also things like dead firing. I don't remember exactly the term, but essentially those support ships have like a jammer that they can activate. Not just like counter missiles or something, but it actually like just completely disables the lock on. And so instead of having to deal with that, if you double tap, then it'll dead fire your missile. So you don't have to worry about jammers as much. I personally would never go for a jammer just because it wouldn't actually deal with the problem. So, yeah. And in VR, technically, I think that I have like a huge advantage because I can look around and keep track of my enemies. And then I can just easily do that. That's basically all that I've learned so far, is as far as managing goes, and it's just muscle memory after a certain amount of time. Yeah, Mark one. Is that everybody? Everybody. Yeah, that's a nice, neat little thing that I've learned as far as everything goes. And then this little area gives you health as well as weapons if you need. You'll see like my little missiles are starting to count back up to 8 because that's the max that you can hold. If I had damage taken, I wouldn't have to use my little thing on the left there, which is a repair thing. You can see it a little buzzing because I'm already full HP. And then to the right of that one is countermeasures, which is just flares that I send out behind me like that. Then that essentially just I don't even know the word, like defers. I don't know. I don't know the word. I don't want to sound like an idiot. Just make sure missiles don't hit you, essentially. Whatever. I don't have to be smart in order to be smart. But yeah, this game's really fun. I like it a lot. Such a high learning curve. I love it.
Hey everyone, also real quick, I forgot to mention that about the shields where you can actually like divert the power from either the front or to the back. Personally, I only find it useful when I'm only low on shields and I need to run away. But I know it'll be alright for like, it can be alright for like bombing tactics for whenever you need to go and bomb like a capital ship or something. But I'm also like an A-wing kind of player, or interceptor during like dogfights, and I can use bomber for the Imperial side, but I tend to use the faster models of planes whenever I'm playing this game. But I only use it whenever I need to run away, There aren't many instances where I'm low enough on one end to switch it to the other side and have to prioritize that side, because it leaves you vulnerable in the other area, and that can lead to TIE fighters or interceptors or whoever really to just start shredding through your hull, and that's where you are really in trouble, because you can't repair your hull as easily as you can shields. Shields will basically regen if you maximize it in like 1 second, but your hull you can only repair with a certain ability, as well as like it takes time for that hull to repair and replenish. It doesn't just like do it as fast as shields. So you'll have to change your shields whenever you are low, and it's just not worth it in my opinion. But that's all I really had to say about this. I hope you guys actually learned something, because I've watched a couple guides out there and some of them actually had wrong information on them. Like, I don't remember this exact one, but he said something about oh my gosh, what did he say? I don't even remember. But yeah, I mean, I try to make my guides as accurate as possible. The only thing I'm not sure about is the rate of fire increase with the lasers. I'm pretty certain that they do more damage whenever they're overcharged, but that's the only thing I question. The rest of my info I know for a fact that is accurate, because I've tested it time and time again. As you just saw in game right there, I was low on shields and I just rebalanced it out. So yeah, that's all I really have to say. I hope you guys did learn something, because that's all that this video is for. It's just to educate people on how to play this game better, for the people who want to take it a little bit more serious. I might take it more serious in the future. I still have Overwatch that I'm doing for my school even. But once this game starts taking off, I wouldn't mind trying to learn a more deeper aspect of it. But yeah, just do whatever you want with this info of this video. Share it, like it, do whatever. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.